Welcome to the Big Blue Radio Show, coming to you on Tulsa Community College's online radio station, The Grid, and on the Creativity Channel, Cox Cable Channel 21. I'm Greg Stone, Provost of TCC's Metro Campus in downtown Tulsa.
And I'm Leigh Goodson, President of Tulsa Community College. Our guests today are Ginelle Gordon and Aleah Wigal, and they're here with us today to share their stories about student success from the TRIO Student Support Services Program. TCC recently was awarded a $1 million grant by the Department of Education to continue the program that helps provide valuable resources for qualified students.
Program Director Ginelle Gordon and student Aleah Wigal are our guests today on the Big Blue Radio Show.
We're excited today to host Ginelle Gordon, our TRIOSSS Director, and one of our students in the TRIO program, Aleah Wigal. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you here today. And Aleah, you are our first student that we've had on the Big Blue Radio Show. So we're excited to have some students join us here in the studio.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Tell us, we use so many acronyms in higher ed, and people that aren't in higher education or government, they come in and they say, it's like alphabet soup. And so tell us what TRIOSSS stands for, and tell us a little bit about what your program does, Ginelle.
Okay. TRIO is actually not an acronym.
It's not?
No, it is not.
Okay.
The TRIO programs were enacted in the 60s under President Lyndon Johnson.
Okay.
And the TRIO was coined because there were 3 original programs.
I see.
So Student Support Services was one of the original programs. And our program is geared towards students who are first-generation college students. Their parents did not complete a bachelor's degree, and students who come from a lower socioeconomic background, and also students who have some disabilities that they might need some assistance with.
Okay.
And I would like to encompass our program in the idea that Student Support Services is all of the student services in one stop for that population.
Okay. Aleah, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to ask Ginelle, what is it about this particular program that is so beneficial to the population that we serve at Tulsa Community College?
I think the greatest benefits that our students receive are the collegiality between students and the opportunity for the staff to really get to know students on a very personal level. So when you attend college, you have life that goes along with that. And so we have the luxury of getting to know our students in a more intimate way so that we can help them through all of those life issues. So if something financial comes up, we can help them work through that. Whereas maybe other staff at the college don't have that time to really devote to working through an issue.
And is the biggest difference in terms of how your students are supported is time and the ratio of how many team members from Tulsa Community College we have to support a certain number of students? Is that the largest difference?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Aleah, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you decided to get involved in the TRIO program.
Well, actually, it was one of my good friends from high school who introduced me to the program. She didn't qualify for TRIO, but she said, I know you'll qualify. Your parents haven't went to college. You don't really have financial means of going through college. So I went and I attended one of the lectures, the informational sessions they had on it, and I sat through and I thought, this is the program for me, and I applied and got in.
Ginelle, what's the, just Aleah mentioned qualifying for the program. What are the exact qualifications? And there's a number of students who are limited for the program, right? So there's a selection process involved,
Correct.
Right?
Oh, okay.
We serve 160 students that are TCC students, and they must qualify of one of those 3 criteria that I mentioned: first generation, lower socioeconomic background, or students with disabilities. They must meet at minimum one of those 3. And then we do a selection process and interview students, and in that we discern their academic need. So what is their need for program services? So between those 2 basic criteria, that's how we select students. And it is a very selective program. We look for college students who really have the promise and potential to complete a bachelor's degree. That's the overarching goal of TRIO. So we work to bring those students in and help them through the process.
Is TRIO a program nationally that's primarily at community colleges?
It is a national program, but no, not primarily at community college.
It's at universities.
It's at universities as well. And that's one of the things we like to really let our students know, that once they complete their associate's degree here at TCC, when they transfer to a four-year university, there is a possibility that that university has a program, and they can slide right in and receive services.
That's great. Aleah, what are some of the ways that Student Support Services has helped you as a student? I mean, what are some of those benefits that you personally have recognized from the program?
The personal academic counseling, for one. You sit with one advisor who knows you by name. You're not just a number. You know, we are one of the largest community colleges in the state, so it's easy to become a number to a counselor. With TRIO, I told them my goals, and I realized my potential, and I chose a major I never thought I would choose, mathematics, thanks to TRIO.
I know, you told me that earlier. That's so exciting.
And the quiet study sessions to the tutoring one-on-one. If I have a quick question, I just go ask, and then I go right back to studying. There's no loudness or distractions.
And the program is housed at the Metro campus, but you serve students across all four of our campuses.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Our services, our tutoring center is here, although we are working to see how we might be able to provide services at the other campuses. We have scheduled at times tutors to go meet students at another campus. We're still working out the kinks on that. I know that we have some technology opportunities in the future to potentially provide some tutoring, like a webcam interaction type of situation. So many of our students attend class at each campus. They travel around the city.
Yeah. Aleah, what are some of the? Can you talk to us about the tutoring center and how that process works? Because it's a center dedicated just to students in that program, and you can go for a variety of tutoring types, right?
Science, math, and one of the more popular ones, English. We have a quiet computer lab set up, and we have these tables set up for studying, and you just walk in and it's quiet, and the tutors are willing to help you. I'm one of the tutors there, luckily.
You're one of the math tutors now?
I am.
That's a great opportunity to pay it forward.
Yes.
And also the best way to learn is to teach. So
What do you want to do with your degree in math?
Engineering.
Really? And do you have a field that you're interested in at this point, or are you still chemical engineering? Wow.
That's exciting.
When are you finishing your degree here at Tulsa Community College?
This spring will be my last semester.
So 1 year left. And do you have transfer plans yet? Schools you're looking at?
Yes.
That's great. That's terrific.
That's great.
Ginelle, I'm curious, what is it about this program that really speaks to you? I mean, you're a great champion for this program and for that population of students. And I'm just wondering how you got involved in student support services and what personal benefits you get from this particular role with the college.
Well, I can say I've been with TRIO for over 10 years. I was one of these people who went to college and stayed. So I've been employed at a university or college since I finished my bachelor's degree. I really got into TRIO because my parents were both employed at one point or another in the TRIO programs, and that's how I became aware of them.
So it's a family.
It's
a family business.
It's a family business, so to speak.
That's great.
I started out actually as a tutor as well at a community college.
Okay.
And then really I became more fully involved in TRIO here in Oklahoma when I moved for a job opportunity down here. TRIO is very much about networking as colleagues, but as students as well. And the biggest reward for me is seeing students who come in with very little to no experience, have no idea what they're doing in college, maybe don't have the financial means, and really are scared. They know this is the avenue for them, but they're not really sure how to make it through, and just really to see them blossom. You know, I have students since I've been working in TRIO for several years, I have students now who are working professionals, licensed professional counselors, registered nurses, that are working out in society and contributing. And they came from backgrounds that, for all intents and purposes, if they would have chosen another path, they wouldn't be where they are now.
Yeah, statistically, the odds aren't with you when you
Correct.
don't have that level of support at home that you need to get through the various programs. So, well, that's great. Tell us more about what you want to do with your engineering degree. Do you know yet?
Material sciences. I want to work with things like batteries and observe the electrochemistry and the reaction between electricity and chemicals.
How did you become interested in that kind of material engineering? I mean, I'm curious about
It's a
that
very
process.
advanced field, yes.
Well, it's kind of by accident. So I never imagined, like I said, doing anything math related. I was very scared, unsure, and I actually tested into calculus, and I jumped right into calc. And I jumped into Calc 2, and I was like, well, I must be doing something right. And so I started tutoring college algebra, basic, beginning level math, and I started tutoring trig this semester. And I realized, well, I'm not that bad at math. Maybe I should consider. And I spoke with my professor, my calculus professor, and he's actually the one who suggested I go into the engineering area.
Will you attend OSU Tulsa, or will you go to Stillwater?
Stillwater.
You'll go to Stillwater.
Aleah, there are a lot of discussions going on nationwide about the importance of STEM and about the role of women in STEM fields. Did you ever feel that as a woman, as a young woman, that math and that the sciences that you weren't encouraged to go in those areas? And do you feel like you're sort of helping to blaze a trail for young women down the road to come into those fields?
Well, I hope so. I hope I'm blazing a trail for them. I would say that I was never quite encouraged the way I probably should have been. It was usually the boys who got the attention with math and science, I will say that.
Just sort of on a different note, I know that there are lots of extracurricular activities that the RISE program that Student Support Services puts together. I know in years past there have been river float trips and all sorts of things. Aleah and Ginelle, talk to us a little bit about some of those extra opportunities that students who may be watching the show or listening to the show, if they're thinking about they might qualify and maybe applying down the road. What are some of those other activities that they maybe have a chance to be involved with?
Campus visits, for one. You get to speak with advisors there and see if you can transfer seamlessly, get a tour. I would never be
Campus
able to do
visits
that
to
otherwise.
universities on
Yes.
how to transfer and continue your education.
Right, and because of my personal issues, I don't have a way of getting there, so TRIO has very much bridged a path for me to the 4-year.
That's great.
And do the 4 years have programs on the other on their part of the equation to specifically host TRIO students, or
For those visits, sometimes yes. Yes, we do have colleagues on other campuses that will coordinate some of those visits. We also take it upon ourselves, though, to connect students specifically to departments and advisors.
so part of your job is networking with the different people at the universities?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
And then other cultural activities, social activities that students get to be involved with? What are some of those things?
Some of the other cultural activities, we have just kicked off for this new grant cycle with the PACE at Southeast Campus, so that students can attend any of the signature symphony events.
Oh, there's so many opportunities at the PACE. That's excellent.
Any of the theater or music events, the speakers, the performers that come. So that's one area that we're really excited about. And I know Aleah attended the kickoff.
Yes, it was
Did you
wonderful.
see Jamie Paul?
It was lovely.
It was so powerful. She can really sing, and that's great. So we're giving students an opportunity to really do some things they may not have had the transportation, the money, the network for, and of course,
Right.
TCC is the only community college in the nation with its own symphony, and it's a perfect opportunity for our students.
It is.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, Ginelle, we should congratulate you and your program and the students, because we did just recently learn that our Student Support Services program just got renewed for another 5-year,
$1.1
$1 million
for the
grant.
5 years.
Congratulations.
That's
Thank
exciting.
you.
It's really great to have the program with us that we know for that additional renewal period.
And I'd like to add that TCC very much supports the program. In addition to the federal grant that we receive, TCC is very supportive financially and administratively of this program. So I feel like I'm in a best case scenario to work with these students, and it's phenomenal.
That's great. Well, we're about out of time today, but we're going to ask you the question that
Yeah,
we
we're
always
gonna
ask
ask
our
the
guests, and that is...
Are you both prepared?
And Aleah, you have more recent advice to offer, but Ginelle, we'll start with you. What's the one piece of advice you wish that you could give to your 18-year-old self as you were getting ready to enter college?
I think what I would tell myself, I was very focused when I went to college. I knew what I thought I knew what I wanted to do. And so I think I would tell myself, take a little bit more time to explore.
That's good advice. That's good advice. Aleah, what about you?
Be confident, don't be scared. Don't doubt yourself.
That's great advice for all of us. And well, that's all the time we have for today, but I do want to thank our guests, Ginelle Gordon and Aleah Wigal, for joining us today to talk about the Student Support Services Program at Tulsa Community College.
And thank you for joining us. Remember, you can find us every week online on the grid, tulsa.cc.edu/thegrid, and on the Creativity channel, Cox Cable Channel 21. We'll see you next time.